Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're talking about the Achilles Heel Tactical Baseline Carbine class. Achilles Heel Tactical was in town a couple weeks ago at Tradecraft Range where I shoot, and without hesitation I had signed up well in advance because I knew that I was going to get a lot out of this class. They usually offer the baseline pistol and then the baseline carbine back to back, and if you have the opportunity to take both classes, a lot of what you learn in the baseline pistol class will carry over to the baseline rifle or baseline carbine class, a lot of the fundamental stuff. So, and then just the overall teaching philosophy. It's just a great class. There's two things that I want to get out of this video. One is I don't want to teach the class for Rick. I respect him and his business. And if you want to learn more about like what an actual class is, I highly recommend you follow them on Instagram. And then the second is if you have the ability to take a class of theirs, to take it, because you will become a better shooter. This is the target that they use, and it's double-sided. It's available through Action Target. I get really dark because it gets whitewashed. And then this is the back. It's the dope drill. This is an awkward angle right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these targets on the ground. This one and then one of the ones that I shot, and we'll kind of go over it, and I'm going to put some clips in between. I definitely didn't record as much out of this one as I did the pistol. At least I thought so. And we'll just kind of go over it, but the target is the same as the pistol class. So I'll put these on the ground and we'll talk about it.
They're gonna come up, prep that trigger on the beep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So far today we confirmed our zero. This was a new optic on this, so it was way off initially, and then it was up here, and then I adjusted it again and I got that grouping. Not bad, but we were in the prone position from 25 yards. Then we did this drill. We also do a bunch of shooting in between the berms, or in between the targets into the berm, so that we're not focused on a target. That was 5 shots quickly on a beep, but then that was way better. So because we're only at 5 yards, I was aiming here, mechanical offset, I was aiming here, and that's the grouping that I got. That's pretty damn good.
Nice, controlled shots. Through that one. Another one if you throw one. All right.
Sierra.
I want you to find the trigger sooner. Every time that beat comes, good. Weapons on 7. 7.
All right, we started here, then we went up there. We went to the matchstick drill, so you could see my lines and my new points of aim for the mechanical offset. Then you saw this, you saw the Sierra, you saw the 7. So pretty good shots there. You know, we are shooting from close, but that's fine. And then we went to the 1-inch circles here. And now we're at the 1 reload 3. I'm going to show you the footage from the 1 reload 3 now, and you're going to see me struggle. And I'm not afraid to put myself out there, show me not performing optimally, because I'm learning, and that's why I'm at this class. And I learned that I need to practice a lot more with my reloads. It doesn't help that I'm left-handed. I'm not making excuses, but I haven't added movement in there, especially if I'm reloading without an ambidextrous magazine release. So I have to come up with my right hand, hit the mag release, then come down and come up. But with a ambidextrous mag release, one being on the left side where my trigger finger is, when I'm done firing, I can hit that release and then come up and do that. So it's something that I do need to work on, and I'll show you right here. Pretty ugly, I know. It's just something that I need to work on. Again, not making excuses, but it is a little bit more difficult to do reloads as a left-hander with a right-handed rifle. So with my new rifle that I built, I do have an ambidextrous mag release, so I'm able to come off the trigger, hit that mag release, while at the same time I'm getting a new mag and inserting it. So it's definitely a work in progress. I was working on it with my new rifle when I went to the range, and it's just something that I'm going to need to practice. I got no problem putting myself out there, because even looking back at the footage 3 weeks later, I realized my flaws and I need to improve on them. So I'm just going to keep practicing. From there, we moved on to cadence, and that's developing a rhythm of shooting, of firing, of pulling the trigger. So first is you want to have 1 second in between the shots, and then you have 0.5 seconds between the shots, and then 0.25. So 1 reset, 2 reset, 3 reset, 4 reset. And that's for the 1 second. Then 1 set, 2 set, 3 set, 4 set. It's supposed to, like, every time you say it, you're supposed to shoot, and that's what you do in your head. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0.25. So I'll show you that now.
2, 1, 2, 0, 2, 0, 1, 7. Next shooter, stand by. Spread those hips. Don't be so narrow. Remember what I said. If I push you left and right, you should be able to combat it. Stand by. All vertically deviated on that left side. 2, 0, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1. Again. Stand by. Not a single one even on target. Yeah. Keep your eyes on it. Right, it does. Eyes on E. Create side alignment on E. Square those hips.
That middle set, I completely missed the target. I was so focused on going fast that I threw them to the right, and in a real life situation that's pretty unacceptable, because what I'm aiming at and what's on that target is my responsibility. So that could have been an innocent bystander, and that's why we practice. You heard Rick tell me about my hips twice. For whatever reason, my hips are always canted to the left. I need to remember to keep them squared up. But since the class, up until yesterday, Saturday, I hadn't shot, and that was like 3 weeks, so I didn't get a chance to practice what I learned in the class. So from there, we did some moving drills. We did shooting and running, reloading, and shooting from a further distance, totally, with the RSO, one at a time, pretty much, just so that everything stayed safe. But it was good to learn how to run with your rifle so that you're not flagging anybody. After that, we did some malfunction clearing. This I did not get to record at all, but any malfunction that you can simulate, we practiced clearing. Double feed, stovepipes, when the casing doesn't eject and the bolt comes in and the casing's up here and there's a big jam. So we practiced clearing those, and it was really beneficial, because there were a couple that I didn't even know the casing could go over the bolt. It doesn't happen very often, but it can happen. From there, we went to the dope drill, and now you're going to get to see Rick work.
Stand by. Marry me. Stand by. Woo-hoo-hoo!
So, first round, second round of shots are the X's, third round are the circles, squares, and then triangles. So I missed fifth round. That's the fifth round. That is the second round. Those are in the third round. So a couple in the arms, some in the silhouette, but this is the dope drill. You saw Rick go, and then you saw me. I got a lot to improve on, but I know that. I know that I need to improve, but I need to get a little faster, and I will over time. After we did that dope drill, we did it again for time, and my splits were pretty consistent around the 0.6 to 0.2 between shots. And then my times were consistent between like 0.6 and 0.9, so 1.9 seconds for 5 shots. And yeah, so I really have a lot to work on. I bought 100 of those action targets, so I can do a front and a back in one range session. Then I can get some great practice in. After that, we had a little fun. We did a shooting competition between 6 of us, and I got smoked. I mean, there was really no question that was going to happen. We had to shoot a dueling tree, and then a 100-yard target, and then 300-yard target, and they said I hit the 300-yard target, but I only had a simple red dot, and I don't know if I hit it or not. I think they were just making me feel good. But after that, you always end a baseline carbine class with the man card drill. So the man card drill is from 25 yards on a C-zone steel. You get 2 attempts per round. So if you miss or you're over time with the first attempt, you get a second attempt. If you are under time and hit the target on the first try, then you go to the next round. So I hope that clears up, but it's not easy. Nobody got it except for Rick. Even the instructors, they didn't get it. But so the first round is with a compressed ready, up on target in 1 second. The second round is from the holster, draw, on target 1.5 seconds. Then with your rifle, you're at a low ready, up 1 second. From the high ready, out of your shoulder pocket, on target 1 second. And then with the last round is any ready you want, low or high, up, on target, transition to your holstered pistol, and one shot, 2.5 seconds. And nobody got it except for Rick. It's very, very difficult. And yeah, so if you have the opportunity to take an Achilles heel tactical class, I strongly advise that you do it. You will be a better shooter. There's no question about it. He's hoping to come back down to Florida in December, and if he does, I will be there without a doubt, even if it's a baseline pistol rifle class, because I can only get better. And yeah, so like and subscribe, leave a comment in the comment section below. I'm going to leave you with Rick doing the last round of the man card drill from 90 degrees to the right. We'll see you in the next video.